All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's time for Sunday Night Football. I literally just got done recapping the Ravens and Chiefs one. It wasn't really a long video because I'm already gonna do a therapy session, and it's getting difficult to talk about how trash this team is and talk about that for 20 plus minutes. We know the team sucks. What else is there to say? They stink. What else? They're awful. What else? I mean, like I can't speak much about it, but I'm gonna let you know. I got on Lamar's case here. I'm tired of y'all always trying to coddle this dude. I think everybody on this team is getting coddled. Lamar played terrible, and he was a factor in us losing. Those 2 turnovers turned into points. And again, every time he faces off against Kansas City, it's the same story. So I got on Lamar's case. He is a huge factor in this loss, but he's not the main factor. It's the defense. But besides the point, welcome everybody to Sunday Night Football. We've got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Packers on the field first on first down. We've got the Packers. There's Josh Jacobs picking up about 5 yards. Second out coming up here for the Packers. It's Sunday Night Football. We've got the Green Bay Packers taking on the Dallas Cowboys in Jerryland. Or Jerry's World, whatever you want to say. Micah Parsons return to Dallas. It's been an emotional ride for him. Apparently, he didn't even come out and talk to any of his teammates. Everything's been pretty much strictly cordial. It's been cordial and businesslike. So he's on this case right now. 2nd and 6. They're gonna hand the ball off, and the defense makes a stop. Good stop here. 3rd down coming up for the Green Bay Packers. Third down and 9 here. This defense looking to make a stop. Love takes a snap. Love deep drop back. Love buying time. Love going deep. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 25. Oh my God, what a catch. Huge gain here. First down, Packers. Wow. And that was 2 wide open receivers down the field. What is the Cowboys defense doing? 2 guys were open wide. That's wide open. That was awful. 1st and 10. Quick throw here. It is caught. Pick up about 5 yards. Second out coming up here for the Packers. Here we go. 2nd down here for the Packers. Love hands the ball off to Jacobs. Jacobs is going to get dropped right there. I think he loses a yard. So the run defense right now is doing their job. Third down coming up here for the Packers. Here we go. 3rd down and 5 here. Love takes a snap. Love looking towards his left. He's going to throw a screen. Kraft 1st down inside the 5. He's got it. Oh, he stopped at the 1. Kraft takes it to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal here for the Green Bay Packers on their opening drive. I could have swore Kraft broke through. I did not see Cam Ward's press conference. I'll have to take a look at that a little later. And welcome to part 3 of the trifecta. We did the 1 o'clock game, we did the 4 p.m. game, and now we're here for Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a penalty on Green Bay here. A false start, so that's going to move them 5 yards. It is still 1st and goal here for the Packers. Dak Prescott on the sideline looking ready to go. They're going to hand it off here to Jacobs. Jacobs gets down to the inside. He gets down to the 2-yard line. Maybe to the 1-yard line. Gets inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line here. Let's see where it's going to be. 2nd and goal here for the Packers. They're doing their job right now. Here we go. 2nd down and goal. Love floats it. Caught! Romeo Doubs for the touchdown. And the Green Bay Packers strike first on their opening drive. He just said, "Let me be real. We have nothing to lose at this point." That's funny. That's funny if Cam Ward really said that. That's hilarious. Well, I guess he did, but that's hilarious. Hey, Cam Ward's keeping it real. Cam Ward is keeping it real. He's being honest. I don't blame him. Team stinks. Great response on the opening drive. They go 8 plays, 69 yards for the touchdown. The Green Bay Packers answer the call on their opening drive to go down the field and score to take an early 7-0 lead. For 60 minutes. Ah, that's great. Why is my sound on? Good opening drive. What's going on, Josh? Great opening drive here. I had to literally record. I literally recorded the recap video. I have not gotten that whole aspect done, so I have to I'm gonna be working on it early on here in this game, just going through the books and the motions. So you know. Going to be Green Bay versus Eagles NFC Championship game with the Eagles win. We'll see. I mean, Detroit still got something to say. I don't think it's just definitive at this point. I think a lot of individuals have something to say. The NFC seems to be very interesting this year, so we'll see how things go. This is going to be interesting because now the Cowboys get to take the field, which means Micah Parsons gets to step foot on that field for the first time. Only difference is he's going to be in a different jersey. For the first time, he's stepping foot on that field in a different jersey. And now he has to go against his quarterback for real. He's gone up against his quarterback in practice. Now he goes against his quarterback for real in an actual game. Real was going all in with that belt. Oh, yeah, man. They were giving us the belt. They were giving us the belt. Yeah. I don't even have the belt anymore. I threw that belt somewhere else afterwards. They gave us the belt, man. They went to work on us. Here we go. This is what everybody came to see. Dak Prescott stepping foot on the field, but most importantly, Micah Parsons stepping foot on the field from the defensive side. Ooh, boy. Micah Parsons, if he gets a sack against his former team, it's going to be real nasty. First down and 10 here. They're going to hand the ball off. And they're going to be stopped. They pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 yards here. Second down coming up here for the Cowboys. "42 attempts a game. What the heck? How many times this man throwing the damn ball? You ain't got no run game?" Second and 7. They're going to run it up the middle. They pick up maybe 3 more yards. Third down coming up here for the Cowboys. Third down and 4. They're going to toss it here. Nowhere to go. They're short. 3 and out for the Packers offense. That was an incredibly quick 3 and out. There we go. All right, I think I should be good in terms of setting this up. All right. So I'm currently working on fixing up and putting and posting the video for my recap. They're going to punt this football away. Packers going to get it. And they'll start around the 15-yard line. Ravens fans are going in on Twitter right now. Yes, I saw Kyle Hamilton's press conference. Not only did I see it, I talked about it briefly in my recap video, which is going to take time to and it's going to take time to upload and stuff. I got to finish some things up and then upload it. I feel better after I crash out on Lamar quitting like a bee. Lost all respect for Lamar after that. I honestly believe if you match him with Bengals with Joe, he would lose to Joe. Again, I don't know if Lamar quit or not. Again, we can make speculations. Here's my thing. If Lamar actually misses time for a hamstring injury, he didn't quit. If he actually misses time for a hamstring injury, then he didn't quit. I know it's easy to just assume a guy quit, but again, usually Lamar, even when we're getting blown out and beat, usually Lamar is out there until they actively take him out. But again, they say he has a hamstring injury. If he ends up missing time or he ends up not practicing and he's gone for multiple days, then yeah, that means it was an actual injury. And we can look at this and say, hey, he's actually hurt. And the worst case scenario that I talked about is happening. I talked about how this offensive line was going to get him compromised. And if this offensive line has finally got him compromised, we're cooked. But again, we'll have to see. We will have to see. Again, I want to see how they're going. I want to see how this injury report is going to look throughout the week. Because the funny thing is, people are talking about Lamar, but multiple starters just did not go out there and play again. Multiple starters. There was a few starters. I don't think Derrick Henry went back out there again. So I think these guys, if this is serious about injuries, fine. But there's a good chance they quit. I don't know if they did or not. We'll have to wait and see in regards to the injuries. If these are real injuries, we'll see. If not, they've quit. And if they quit, that means we're going to see maybe something's actually going to happen. Doubt it, but maybe this actually is a sign of things to come. The team is embarrassing everybody at the highest level. Like they look so trash. They're afraid to face their fans. They're really afraid to face their fans. Nice throw by Jordan Love. First down. Jordan Love has come out here and he's on target with these throws. So yeah, I'm saying that if Lamar misses time, then it actually was a hamstring injury. If not, he 100% took himself out the game. I don't care what you got to tell me. I don't care what you got to tell me. I don't care what you got to tell me. Legitimately, if Lamar is fine and practicing this week and he plays this week, he took himself out the game. If not, and he actually misses time, then it was a hamstring. So I'll see. I will see. Lamar didn't quit because he got hurt. I don't think Lamar is wired like that. Like I said, we will see. A hamstring injury does not get magically fixed in a few days. If Lamar is back out there at practice this week and he plays, that means he quit. That means he personally took himself out the game and quit. I'm dead serious. If he's a hamstring injury doesn't take a few days to just recover. It doesn't. It doesn't. No matter how either minor or hamstring, you're going to be compromised for more than a few days. So if he all of a sudden is at practice this week, yeah, we're going to have some serious questions. They're going to run. Oh, they're going to hand it off here. Nice, a little bit of an indirection here. On a sweep a little bit here. And then Ricky Golden picks up the first down. So again, we're going to find out real soon. If Lamar quit if he quit, then he's done with this crap. Which again, if he quit, and that's on him. If he quit, and that's on him. Here we go. Play action here. Love fires. Caught. Oh, did he drop that? Incomplete. Dobbs, you got to hold on to that. Incomplete pass here. Second down and 10 for the Packers. Dobbs, you got to hold on to the ball there. Oh, wow. He really said it. Well, damn. Second down and 10 here for the Packers. Love under center. 5:49 left to go here in the first quarter. Here we go. Getting it to Josh Jacobs. Jacobs picks up 5. Third down coming up here for the Green Bay Packers. Holding on the offense, man. Jesus Christ, look at all these injuries that are piling up for the Ravens. Second down and 18 here. That helps ruin it. Ow! That could potentially ruin the drive here. Love takes a snap. Love. He's gonna roll to his right. He's trying to buy time. He's gonna have to throw it away. All right, Vay. Third down coming up here for the Green Bay Packers. Third down to 18. Love, deep drop back. He's just going to check it down here. But if he gets some blockers, he can pick the first down. Can he pick it up? He's close. He's about 2 yards short. Fourth down here. Now, this is interesting. Does LaFleur want to go for this? Do they want to go for this? Because they picked up 16 on third and 18. You picked up 16 on third and 18. He nearly picked up the first down. Do the Packers want to go for this here? Do the Packers want to go for this here? Because you picked up 16 on third and 18 and nearly got it. You might go for this. It's a 4th and 2 situation. You might go for this. You want to set your tone early on here. Oh, they're going for this. 4th and 2. Green Bay's going for this. Green Bay is going for this. I believe they're in Cowboys territory. No, yeah, they're in Cowboys territory. They're going for this here. Love, on 4th and 2, they're not going for it. They're not going for it. I don't know, man. Your defense is doing a good job. I don't know if you want to take that risk, but I really thought they'd go for it. It'd be an interesting start early on to be a little bit aggressive, but they're not going to go for it. Quick take, Cowboys D or Ravens? Who we taking? I stay with the Cowboys. They know they was going to be asked, but the Ravens D, we have Pro Bowl players. The Cowboys defense is better than the Ravens defense right now. The Ravens defense is dead last in damn near everything. Ravens, we made a joke on Joe, but Lamar never made it to the Super Bowl. Joe Flacco had a Hall of Fame defense, Nicholas. You want me to bring up the list? I can bring up the list. I talked about this from 2018. Joe Flacco had a Hall of Fame defense. Look at the defense we got here. The Ravens defense from 2018 to 2024 created 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers created by the Ravens defense in this era. The Ravens defense from 2008 to 2012, so that 5-year stretch where we were a contending team, went to 2 AFC title games, won a playoff game every year, won a Super Bowl. Those 5 years from 2008 to 2012, the Ravens defense created 38 turnovers in the playoffs. Now you tell me the difference between 38 turnovers in 5 years and 3 turnovers in 8 years. Or 6 years, excuse me, not 8 years. In 6 years. Because it was 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, and 24. So 6 years, 3 turnovers. Versus 5 years, 38 turnovers. Y'all like to rewrite history. You keep forgetting that the Ravens had a Hall of Fame defense that was creating turnovers like crazy. The fact that we couldn't win a Super Bowl with that early on until 2012, that's not a good look on us. A defense created 38 turnovers in a 5-year span. And I'm just talking about from 2008 to 2012 because we can talk about other playoff games. They've created a plethora of turnovers. So you could talk about, yeah, Lamar never won a Super Bowl, made it with this, but he's got that. Joe Flacco had the Ravens Hall of Fame defense. The Ravens Hall of Fame defense from 2008 to 2012 created 38 turnovers in the playoffs. This defense in 6 years of the Lamar Jackson era in the playoffs have created 3 turnovers. Why do you think we were so successful back then? We had a Hall of Fame defense that was creating turnovers. And Flacco was turning the ball over like crazy in the playoffs. Does it matter? I think Flacco against Miami in 2008 turned the ball over twice. We had 5 turnovers in that game created by the defense. Who cares about how your quarterback's playing when your defense could create 5 turnovers? We had multiple playoff games from 2008 to 2012 where our defense created 5 turnovers, and we won those games. What are you talking about here? This magical aspect, Joe had one great year, one magical year in 2012. But do you know he's won playoff games? He won a playoff game in New England where he was 4 for 10 for 34 yards and an interception. We won in New England because the defense forced 5 turnovers on Tom Brady. What are we talking about here? You had a Hall of Fame defense, and you're comparing it to this level of defense that can't create turnovers, compared to a Hall of Fame defense that created 38 turnovers in 5 years. This era defense created 3 turnovers in 6 years of playoff games. What are we talking about here? Joe Burrow's better than Lamar. Cool. Who cares? Who cares? The best quarterback in the league don't win a Super Bowl every year. Who the hell cares? Jalen Hurts just beat Mahomes. Who the hell cares who's a better quarterback? Y'all care so much about these rankings. Congratulations, Joe Burrow. You're a better quarterback. What does that get you? Do you get your shiny medal that says you're the better quarterback? Who the hell cares? We want to win a championship. Flacco wasn't the better quarterback than Peyton Manning. He beat him. Flacco wasn't the better quarterback than Tom Brady. He beat him. Who the hell cares about quarterback rankings? Y'all, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all are so focused on the most irrelevant things that have nothing to do with a championship. It's a team game. You don't have to have the best quarterback to win. You just have to execute as a team. Y'all are so focused about these ratings. I told you, I cannot interact with these Twitter folks because y'all all care about these quarterback rankings and pushing agendas. Who the hell cares who's the better quarterback? Please tell me why that matters. Did we not see Jalen Hurts, who's not a better quarterback than Mahomes, just dominate and win a Super Bowl? And you're focused, oh, Joe's better. Good for Joe. Is that going to get him anywhere? Is he going to get a medal? Is he going to win a championship tomorrow with that? Who the hell cares who's ranked better? My God, man. Y'all just do the same thing over and over again. Congratulations. It's about executing as a team. This has always been a team game. Micah Parsons nearly laid Dak Prescott down. I ain't gonna lie. Micah Parsons got first chance, bro. Nearly laid Dak Prescott down. But first down here for the Cowboys. I swear, y'all be focused on the most irrelevant thing. Who the hell cares? Other than you trying to push your personal narratives and making arguments for Twitter, who the hell cares? It's a team game. You are supposed to win and execute as a team. Jalen Hurts dominated. Am I supposed to say Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback than Mahomes? Because Jalen Hurts has a winning record against Patrick Mahomes. Is he a better quarterback? Tom Brady lost to a backup quarterback in Nick Foles. I guess Nick Foles is better than Tom Brady. Matter of fact, Eli Manning's better than Tom Brady because he beat him in 2 Super Bowls. Head to head. He has a winning record in the postseason. What are we talking about? I don't care who's considered the best better quarterback in your opinion. How does that make... I'm not even going to waste my time with that. 2nd down and 5. All right, Dak, he's got time. He's got time. He's going to fire. He's got a minute. Good defense. Knocked the ball away. Incomplete. 3rd down and 5. I'm mostly checked out, man. Most of us are mostly checked out, dude. Most of us are mostly checked out. Like Joe had Suggs on the edge, Ray in the middle, and Ed in the back. He still has Lotinata as well. We had some real dogs, man. I missed that 2000. Like, you guys actually take a look at the 2006 defense. You'll see how stacked we were. God, that defense was something special. Third down and 5. Quick toss. It's caught, but he's short. 4th down here for the Cowboys. They're going to have to punt this football. Green Bay's doing their job defense. Are they going to stay on the field? Are they going for this? Yeah, 2006 defense was a cheat code and we wasted it. We held Peyton Manning's offense to 0 touchdowns and picked and like every had like 2 picks on him, and we didn't win the game. God, this team has wasted some Hall of Fame level defense. They're not going for this. They're at their own 30. They're not going for this. At this point, I'm just going to have fun this season. Feel free to do what you got to do, man. They're not going for this. There's no way. Dog, are they going for this? Are they really going to go for this? Green Bay's calling a timeout. Are they really going to go for this? This seems desperate, but you're going up against a tough team that you really don't do a good job in playing against. Are they really going to go? There's no way Green Bay's going to go. Not Green Bay. I'm Dallas. Are they really going to go for this? 2006 really should have been our year. Yeah, but you know how things ended with Steve McNair. What's going on, Legendary? What's going on, bro? How you doing, man? Fourth and 1. They're actually going for this. Let me see. There's no way they're going for this. There's no way they're going for this. There's no way. They're just trying to get him off sides. They're just trying to get him to jump. They're just trying to get him to jump. They're not insane. They're not going to do it. They're not going to. Just don't jump. Where was you alive for the Sugar Ray 2000? I was alive for the 2000 defense. I just was like a baby. So I don't remember too much about that 2000 season. Like I said, I became a fan of the team in 2004, or my early days, but I wasn't around that. I was around, but I wasn't really like consciously aware. I was a baby. Our Ravens defense in 2000 was one of the few defenses that actually gave Peyton Manning PTSD. Yeah. Same with the 2006 defense. Who's covering George Pickens? I do not know. That's coaching. When your team quits on live TV, that's on Harbaugh's or. So maybe players should speak up maybe you should speak up against Harbaugh. Maybe you go to the owner and speak up about this. If you're just not going to quit on the guy, you're going to pound on the sideline, not did your job. So what am I supposed to think about that? How about you guys speak up on this? If the team has really quit on Harbaugh, speak up on it. Go to the GM, go to the owner, and speak up on it. No, just going to keep pounding like babies on the sideline? Feel free to do what you want to do. All the talent in the world, and you're pounding like babies because you stink. And if it's a coaching situation, then talk to the GM and owner. The players come together, have a meeting, talk to the GM and owner, and tell them how they feel. Maybe they make a coaching change at that point. But it doesn't seem like you guys really care enough to do that, so you can wallow in your own despair for all I care. You are free to wallow in your own despair for all I care, man. I'm not trying to listen to none of that. You have an opportunity. If it's that serious, if you don't believe in this coaching staff, then do yourself a favor. Go to the owner. Go to the GM and ask for a change. Ain't trying to hear none of that nonsense. Aye. Hard heavy from elite neighbors. Get well soon, bro. Yeah, it looks like he may have torn his ACL, which is unfortunate. All right, what's going on, Houston, man? How you doing, bro? Hey, man. We matched up next week. But neither one of our teams are really doing so hot right now. Not exactly. I mean, you guys had a great game, or at least I'll say a great fourth quarter. You guys actually did struggle for much of this, but that fourth quarter was an explosion against the Titans. So good on you. But overall, it's been a rough start to the season for both our teams. Just trying to get back on track. So best of luck to your team next week. In all honesty, with the way this team is playing, you guys probably have a good chance to beat us next week. As long as you guys can be somewhat competent, which I think if I'm looking between the Ravens and the Texans, I think the Texans are a more competent football team right now. You guys got a good chance to beat us next week. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't even know if who's playing. Apparently Lamar has a hamstring injury, which again, people are just thinking he might have quit. But again, if he misses this game, then that means it really was a hamstring injury. If not, and he plays, then it's a different conversation. That means they just quit on the team. Looking at the Ravens schedule, there's a good chance they miss the playoffs if things don't change. I don't think anything's going to change. Did you watch any of the Minnesota versus Pittsburgh game? That game was crazy. Dude, Pittsburgh nearly blew that game. How do y'all give up? Y'all gave up like an 81-yard reception to Jordan Addison. You gave a touchdown. Just like the Vikings really had a chance. I think there was a chance you nearly had a turnover. I didn't see one. Oh, look at the screen. Look at the screen for the first down. Like, that game got crazy at the end. But I knew Carson Wentz wasn't going to be good enough to beat the Steelers' defense. But he made some plays. That was a crazy ending, man. It really looked like Minnesota had a chance to at least try to tie the game and send it to OT. But then Carson Wentz does a Carson Wentz and, kind of chokes at that point. Yeah, next week shall be interesting. Run defense of ours is still suspect. Hey, man, join the club. Our run defense sucks. Our pass defense sucks. We can't get to the quarterback. Your offensive line might actually do a good job for the first time in whatever, because we can't pass rush. We can't get to the quarterback. We can't stop the run. We can't cover the pass. We are bad at everything. So CJ Stroud might be clean next week. You think the Steelers is back? The Steelers are the same team they were last year. Did you guys forget that at some point you had 10 wins on the season? You looked to be competing for the number 1 seed, and then you blew it the last 4 games. The Steelers are going to be the same team they were last year. A playoff team that's probably going to lose to the Bills or Chiefs. So, no, you're not back. You're essentially what you were last year. A playoff team that's probably going to lose in the wild card round to either the Bills or the Chiefs. Then again, if you win the division, you may have to take on, wait. We'll see. If Kansas City reclaims the AFC West. Oh, you saying you think your defense is back? I don't know. Against Carson Wentz is a tough one to say. Carson Wentz isn't the most trustworthy aspect. And again, you guys did give up some defensive. You gave up some chunk plays in those key situations. I didn't like giving up that huge play to Addison late in the game. I think defensively, you're making some good plays, and I think you got to keep stacking. I think the defense has to keep stacking, Josh. I didn't like how you guys ended that game defensively, but I didn't like how you ended it defensively because it should have never got down to a 3-point game where they had a chance to potentially come back and tie the game. But you did ultimately make the stops when you need to. There was some good plays throughout the defense throughout that game. I think it's a bit too early to state whether or not the whether or not the Steelers defense is back. Give it a few more weeks. Let's see how this defense continues to progress, and let's see what they do against tougher competition. Because again, the Vikings have a high octane offense, but when Carson Wentz is throwing the ball, it is concerning. Roquan with the hamstring, Marlin with the calf, and Wiggins with an elbow. That's what the report says. I mean, you could pack this team up, bro. Only good thing that happened today was seeing my boy Jackson Dart do his thing today. My Ravens looking super sus. If things don't change, it'll just be wasted time. I mean, they're cooked. I've already put this out here, and everyone's put it out there. Unless significant changes happen, the Ravens are done. They're most likely done. Even if they make the playoffs, they're most likely done. I do not trust Carson Wentz against the Lions. I don't trust Carson Wentz, period. Baltimore needs a new defensive coordinator. Way too much talent on defense. They're not getting a new defensive coordinator. This team has. I don't know if this is the players actively revolting against it. The way the Ravens players look today, it really seemed like they just quit. Towards the end, it just looked like they quit. They're not changing defensive coordinators because this team doesn't make changes like that. They're not going to change the head coach because they're infatuated and in love with him. And the same situation is going to be here next week when they take on you guys. So again, I'm just telling you, Texans, you got a free aspect here. If this offensive line is not going to really be dealing with stuff, we're not going to get to CJ Stroud much, so just know he's going to be safe because we can't pass rush. You're actually going to be able to get the running game going, so let's see how that goes. The passing game is going to be wide open for you because we can't cover, and we can't tackle, so plays will be made. I think the Texans got a good chance against this Ravens team, especially because all the injuries are piling up. We the second seed right now. Let's see how long that'll last. You got a good, decent chance of it lasting halfway through, but the Chiefs will reclaim that. Oh, careful! Pick! Oh my God, I said careful, Jordan Love, careful! Flag on the play. What's the flag for? Is it on the offense? Did the defense screw up? Uh-oh. Did the defense mess up? Diggs' pick's gonna get taken away. Oh my God, the defense had 12 men on the field. The defense had 12 men on the field. The pick is gonna be taken away. They have 12 men on the field. The defense had 12 men on the field. Oh my God, the pick gets taken away. Oh my God, the interception gets taken away. The Cowboys had a chance at the pick. They had 12 men on the field. I can't believe they made that mental mistake. Aaron Rodgers used to take advantage of that all the time. 12 men on the field. The interception is reversed. Cam was the NFL version of Ant-Man after that line he made at the press conference. Why not? If our O-line protects Stroud, well, we can't pass rush. We can't get to the quarterback to save our lives. I haven't posted the recap yet. I'm actually waiting for it to finish editing. Oh, it actually is done now. So I'm going to get ready to upload the recap. It's only going to be like 11 minutes because I had to hurry up. One, there's not much to say. The team stinks. Two, we have the therapy session tomorrow, and I'll talk more about that. Three, and most importantly, I had to get here for the stream. So I only had 10, 15 minutes to go and speak on this. In all honesty, feel free to check it out. I'm not exactly sure a lot of people gonna like what I say there because I do go heavy on Lamar in this case, on Lamar and the defense and the play calling and everything. So Don't know how people are gonna take it, but then again, I never cared about what people have to say about what I put here. I just speak how it is. Let me see here. Let me see. I always let me see the Chiefs. Second 8. Nice completion here for about 4 yards. Third down coming up here for the Green Bay Packers. Actually, let me look for a different one. Let me look for this one. Hold on. Hold your horses. 3rd and 2. They're going to run it up the gut, and Josh Jacobs is going to pick up the first down. How did they give up that first down there? That's kind of crazy. I ain't going to lie. Oh, what the? First down here for the Green Bay Packers. Love takes a snap. Love rolling to his left. He's going to check it down. It is caught. Holding on the offense. That's coming back. Nice stop here by the defense. Nice stop here by the Cowboys defense. Second down coming up here for the Packers. Let me do this. I'll probably switch this a little later, but I need to put something here for now. Here we go. 2nd and 18. Love steps up. He's going to flips it behind him. And there's space. Jacobs picks up the first down inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown. He got stopped inside the 5. 1st and goal for the Green Bay Packers. I thought he got that. I thought he took it to the house. That was beautiful. That was smart by Jordan Love, too. First and goal here for the Green Bay Packers. They're at the 1-yard line. Love is going to take this under center. Here we go. First and goal at the 1-yard line. He's going to check it easy. Quick slant to Dobbs for the touchdown. And the Packers are going to advance. They're going to extend their lead to 14. Packers looking good in this first half. 9 plays, 68 yards, nearly 6 minutes taken off the clock. And the Cowboys got to go respond. Good Lord, can I get what I need? Okay, take you off. All of that could stay. Yep. kick is blocked. The extra point is blocked. They can take it to the house for 2. He will not be denied. The first points for Dallas is on a blocked field goal. What is going on with special teams this year? What is going on with special teams? So many block kicks and punts. What is happening, bro? Special teams at an all-time high for a lot of teams right now. This is the year of special teams, huh? This is wild. What is happening here? Give me a second. I'm trying to upload this stuff here. Ah, crap. Well, I guess it's going to be how it is. Okay. There we go. All right. It has officially been uploaded. My recap, I guess, for the Ravens and Chiefs. It has officially been uploaded. Let me see here. Come on, man. Let me see something here. All right. All right. All right. That's cool. You know, it's very interesting. I did not see that guy that was here yesterday that was talking all this optimism about how the team was going to win no matter what and was getting on my case for being overly negative. Interesting how he's not here today. The Ravens don't even earn the OG walk from you this year. Dude, they have not played well for me to even... Like, the setup is right there. When's the last time you see me in that setup? They played so terrible. I'm not giving them the walk. For what? It's like, it's time for Ravens. Based off of what? They've played so terrible. I don't think they just... Like, it's so horrible to talk about this team. It is. They're barely getting preview videos from me because of how bad they've been. What's going on, Devin? Everybody who thought the Ravens were contenders need to watch the Packers. And I'm ready for tonight to be over with. This has just been a lot. I could use some rest, man. I really could. This trifecta has been a lot. Turpin trying to get something here on the return. Cowboys committed 2 penalties here. Good on them. Looking at Buffalo's schedule, they got a good shot at 17-0. Probably. Probably. All right. Philly and Kansas City, the only tough teams for them. Also they got Buffalo. If we talk, I'll say Philly. I'll talk about for Buffalo. Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about the Eagles because the Eagles got to take the Chiefs. They got to deal with the Chiefs. They got to deal with the Bills. I think they got the Lions and the Packers. So if you're talking about the Eagles' chances to go 17-0 is really tough. The Bills, yeah, Kansas City and Philadelphia are the two that could also interrupt that as well. This looks like it's gonna be a hold on the offense. Holding on the offense. Man, Philadelphia, Dallas gotta get something going, bro. They gotta get something going. You know, funny enough, I'm seeing people on Twitter again talk about the whole firing John Harbaugh and people that are defending him saying, um, I don't see how firing him and putting an intern head coach would solve it, especially because who would you go with? And again, we talked about this with the Zachary Orr thing. I just completely forgot. Dude, Chuck Pagino was a head coach at some point with the Colts. You could just put Chuck there. But that's a different conversation. Dak takes a shot down the field. It's caught. But another flag is on the play. What's the flag for? What's the flag for? Is this on the defense? This can't be another penalty on the Cowboys after another big play. Back-to-back big plays erased. Dude, Dallas, you're ruining all your opportunities here. What are you doing? Dallas right now is making some terrible mistakes. You saw John Harbaugh got muted in his press conference today? That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I don't know if, I mean, again, I would love to speculate and say they did it on purpose. It could have been accidental. It could have been accidental. Third down and 12, and it's just ridiculous at this point. You just gotta, they have to punt the ball. My God, these penalties are killing them, man. These penalties are horrible. Oh, that's a hit. And there goes the fighting. That's a hit right there. There goes the shoving. That's a real hit. Oh, look, John Harbaugh's trending again. Packers up 14-2. Give me. I'm sorry. Packers up 13-2 in the first half here. This has not been a good showing for the Cowboys. Every time the Cowboys offense gets some level of momentum, they just ruin it. They get some momentum and then they kill it with these penalties. You just cannot continue to make these type of mistakes. They got to be better execution-wise. They have to be better execution-wise. The Cowboys right now are making mistakes. They can really make this a good game if they can just get out of their own way with these penalties. Can't even lie. I cannot even lie, man. It's not like the Ravens don't have a situation where they could change things up. If you're talking about anyone that sits back and say, well, the Ravens can't move off John Harbaugh, who would they put a head coach? I mean, if you don't want to get anyone outside, I didn't even remember this dude. Chuck Pagano's he's on the coaching staff. He was a former head coach. It's not like you'd be starting with a nobody. People say Todd Monken for head coach. I wouldn't take that chance. We've never seen him as a head coach. Chuck has been a head coach and was successful as a head coach with the Colts. He got Yeah, he has. Yeah, dude, he was the head coach of the Colts from 2012 2017. He was the head coach when the Colts made it to the AFC Championship game in 2014 with Andrew Luck. So I'm just saying, like, Chuck Pagano has been successful as an NFL head coach. His team has made the playoffs multiple times under him. He's been to an AFC Championship game as a head coach. If you're telling me who would be the person to replace John if they were to move off of him, Chuck Pagano. He's been successful. One, he was successful as a defense coordinator, but he's been a successful head coach when he was with the Colts. He got to an AFC title game. So I'm just saying, the people that are saying you can't move off a Harbaugh, or who would you move to? Maybe the guy that's on your staff that's been a Raven before. He was your defensive coordinator in 2011 when you went to the AFC title game. He's been a head coach, a successful head coach in the league. He's been to the AFC Championship game with Andrew Luck and the Colts. He's won multiple playoff games. So I'm just saying, you have Chuck that can do it. I wouldn't do Todd Monken. I'd do Chuck. First and 10. Uh-oh. Flea flicker. Nobody's open. So Love's going to take off. Spin move. Ooh. So again, the Cowboys team that likes to draw a million flags a game tonight. Pretty much. It's just ridiculous at this point. Second down and 6 here. Packers in Cowboys territory. Man, Green Bay's just doing what they want to do right now. And the defense for Dallas hasn't been terrible today, but like the offense for the Cowboys has not shown up. And Every time they make a play, it gets negated by penalties. They can't keep committing these penalties, man. Third down here for the Packers. 6:07 left to go in the first half. Love takes a snap. Love looking towards his left. Love firing downfield. He's got an open man. He just overthrows him. It wasn't an easy throw, and there's a defender that is hurt. So fourth down here, and the Packers are going to have to punt. The Ravens-Chiefs game was brutal. No, it was exactly what we expected. The team stinks. Now, funny enough, I see a lot of people speculating on Twitter that the players just quit on John Harbaugh because it looked like nobody cared in the third quarter. If the players did quit and they're sick of this, then I recommend them talking to Steve Buscemi and asking Harbaugh to be relieved of his duties. If these players are serious and they're quitting on Harbaugh, then ask for a coaching change. Can you not speak? I'm serious. If the team came together and spoke to the owner and said, we need Harbaugh, we don't believe this coach is going to get us right, we need Harbaugh gone, I would at least hope that the owner would think about it. But if they're not even trying to make any moves to get John Harbaugh and they're actually quitting out there, then it's a waste of time because you're not actually going to do anything with it. But I don't think I'm not buying into the whole they're quitting on John Harbaugh stuff. They played like trash. I'm not making excuses for them. If you're so busy quitting, why don't you talk to the owner and tell them to get rid of Harbaugh? If y'all are so serious about quitting on Harbaugh. So it's a 13-2 game here. Cowboys getting the ball back. Lamar Jackson until proven otherwise. Yeah, sure. I mean, sure. Like I said, I don't have any energy to care anymore. Y'all can call him whatever you want. I don't care. I mean, the team is actively trash, but we live in an era where we just point at one guy and say it's his fault. I'm perfectly fine holding quarterbacks responsible when they play like trash. But this narrative and aspect of this era where we just want to focus on one guy, it's like every time the team wins, it's about the quarterback. The quarterback gets all the praise when we win. The quarterback gets all the blame when we lose. It's a team game, but we want to give all the quarterback the praise and the criticism. That's stupid. It's a team game, but that's just how it is. We live in this era where we can ignore everything. Your defense can be hot trash, but you lose, it's on the quarterback. So be it, bro. I got the energy more. I still got the energy, bro. I don't got the energy. I don't have the energy. I've been streaming all damn day. I don't have the energy. Sure, say what y'all want. I'm a Chiefs fan. I was hoping you guys would make us work, dude. I told y'all all week you were gonna beat us. I was scared coming into the game. I told Chiefs fans there's nothing to be scared of. I even tweeted Mahomes going to be moonwalking the pocket. I said Mahomes was going to look like 2022 Mahomes against our defense. I told y'all didn't have anything to worry about. Our team is terrible. You thought we were just trying to say this to play mind games with you guys. And you go, I don't know, man. The Chiefs' offense is really terrible. We have the worst defense in the league. We can't get to the quarterback. We can't stop the run. Can't stop the pass. Can't tackle. We don't do anything well. Our offensive line is terrible. They can't handle pressure to save our lives. Ravens fans were selling Chiefs fans all week. Y'all are going to spank us. Y'all thought we were lying when we said that. Y'all thought we were just trying to make this up. We told y'all were going to beat us. Y'all thought we were lying. Some Ravens fans said y'all gonna hang 40 on us. Y'all thought we were joking. We weren't. We know how bad our team is. We don't want to be in the situation, but we know how bad the team is, and we know no one's going to make any changes. Harbaugh's not getting fired. Zach Rior's not getting fired. No changes are going to be made. This is the team. And now if Lamar's really hurt, we're even more screwed. We told y'all all week this is who we are. You thought we were lying. We were confused when we were favored by 2.5 points in Kansas City. We said we don't deserve it. We're terrible. We tried to tell y'all we aren't going to be competitive. Y'all going to beat us. Y'all thought we were just lying. Nice slant here for the first down. Dak Prescott to George Pickens for the first down. But yeah, we told y'all. So again, I'm glad to see. I'm congrats to you guys winning, and it's interesting that you're surprised. But we told y'all, man. We told y'all. We literally told y'all. Gonna check it down here. Second down coming up here for. Oh, nice. Nearly got 10 yards. I think he got about 8 or 9. Second down coming up here for the Cowboys. It would have been 40 if Butler made. If Buckner, excuse me, would have made that field goal. Yeah, we told y'all we were gonna drop 40. They're gonna run this ball here on 2nd and 1, and they're gonna pick up a first down. Thought it was gonna be a bit closer. Well, you thought wrong. I mean, we tried to tell you what the Ravens are. We said it all week, and then some Ravens fans said we were fake fans and we're not being honest, and we're telling the truth about it. But whatever. We tried to be honest and tell you that this team is not good, and we told y'all the problems, and people thought we were just making things up. Funny players won't talk to the owner and Jim about a coaching problem, but y'all talk to them about when y'all want more money. They're never gonna speak up, bro. I'm just tired. Cowboys starting to move the ball here, but they gotta put some points on the board. They only got 2 that they got from the special teams. Gotta get this running game going if you're the Dallas Cowboys. 3:35 left to go in the first half. We need to see something here. I ain't gonna lie, I'm really on Twitter right now because Ravens fans are going off. And there's just a bunch of conversations about who should be fired and what would you do if you choose to fire John Harbaugh. So people are trying to decide whether or not it should be Todd Monken or Chuck Pagano that takes over as the head coach. Second eight, Dak. Pressure. Got it off. First down. Cowboys moving the chains. The whole AFC North division is trash this year, though. Yep. Doesn't really matter. I mean, Steelers are at least doing well in the. Steelers are doing well. Browns are still losing because they don't have an offense. And Bengals, well, their season's over because there's no Joe Burrow. But they'll still fight. Some of us were begging the Chiefs to drop 60. People want real changes, and there won't be any changes. Dak, deep drop back, checks the ball down on a screen. Here we go. Breaking tackles, breaking tackles, breaking tackles. You pick up about 8, maybe 9 yards. Second out coming up here for the Cowboys. We're heading to the 2-minute warning here. Micah Parsons is on the sideline. They're going in and out with him, and there is a player that's down. We got an injury situation here for the Green Bay Packers. They're going to go check on him. I hope he is okay. Oh, boy. Woo! Bet Harbaugh, Taylor, and Tomlin all get fired at the end of the season. I don't see that happening. I don't even know if they're going to blame Zach Taylor on this one because Burrow got hurt again. What do you say about that? And Tomlin's not getting fired. They're going to have another playoff. They're going to have another season, a winning season. They're going to go to the playoffs. They're not firing Tomlin. And Harbaugh's not going anywhere because they're not firing Harbaugh. I find it funny how people really think someone's getting fired. You don't know this Ravens team at all. You really think they're going to make a firing. I mean, everybody's been hoping and praying for a long time people get fired. They're not firing anybody, bro. All right, 2 minute warning, guys. 2 minute warning. Let me go get this. Let me go do this real quick before halftime to see how this goes. All right, 2 minute warning here. Dallas has got to get some points out of this before halftime. Um, the Packers got the ball coming out. The Packers got the ball to start the game. So if Dallas can get a touchdown out of this, they get a touchdown and go for two. They can make it a 13-10 game heading into halftime, which would give the Cowboys a chance to ultimately try to take advantage and take the lead coming at halftime. So they got to score on this drive. Play action here. Dak pats the ball and then fires it in to George Pickens. First down, Cowboys. 1:20 left to go in this first half. First and 10. Dak. He's going to float it up to Pickens. Pickens caught it. He caught it, first and goal. George Pickens makes the catch. First and goal here for the Cowboys. Oh. Catch. 1, 2. I think he got it. 1, 2, 3. He got it. That's a first down. First and goal here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got life. Dak hands the ball off. Packers defense says no thank you. They're going to make the stop. And I think Green Bay's going to call timeout. They want to get the ball back too. One timeout left for Green Bay. Wow. That is a crazy catch. Second and goal coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got to get in the end zone here. CeeDee Lamb having fun on the sideline. You know he's not playing right now. He's enjoying that catch from George Pickens. Second and goal, 44 seconds left. Dak Prescott trying to find the end zone here for the first time tonight. Here we go. Dak takes the snap. He's going to run it. Dak up the middle. Touchdown. The Cowboys find the end zone for the first time tonight. And they're going to have to go for 2. Look at Jerry Jones standing up and clapping. They're going to have to go for 2. You go for 2 here because you have a chance to make it a 3-point game. You got to go for 2 here if you're the Cowboys. You go for 2, you can make this 13-10. They're not going to go for 2? Well, I'll be damned. I thought they would have gone for 2 to try to make it a 3-point game. Aubrey with the extra point. Kick is up and kick is good. 41 seconds left to go. The Packers have 1 timeout. They will have a chance to try to do something before halftime. Pickens made an incredible catch. What a catch. All right. Oh boy, this is I ain't gonna lie, I've been spending like the last 10 minutes just looking through Twitter because a lot of people calling for this man's job right now. It's gotten to the point. A lot of people really believe that the Ravens players quit on Harbaugh today. Man, the Bills going to give the Patriots the belt next Sunday. All right, 41 seconds before halftime. Let's see how things are going to ultimately go. Um, 41 seconds, 1st and 10 here. Let's see if the Packers can get into field goal range. Deej drop back here for Jordan Love. Pressure comes, and he's got to get rid of it. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up here for the Packers. 35 seconds left. They're trying to get in the field goal range. Let's see how things are going to go here. Here we go. Deep drop back here again for Jordan Love. Love down the middle of the field. It's nearly picked off. Incomplete, but it's nearly picked off. Jordan Love needs to cool it with some of these crazy throws. And that's the thing that concerns a lot of people about this Packers team chance to win the Super Bowl. Jordan Love at times will make these crazy wild throws that he's just begging to get picked off. What is he doing here? That's just a dangerous throw. That could have been picked. And that he's going to Dobbs. I see where he's going, but he overthrows it. If Dobbs doesn't get a hand in there, that's an interception. 3rd down and 10 here, man. I don't know. Maybe just run the ball. Here we go. Love checks it down here. He's got the blockers, and the 1st down has been picked up. Timeout. "19 seconds left. Final timeout here for the Green Bay Packers." First and 10 here for the Packers. Flag on the play here. And that's what I was talking about here. Turnover. Cowboys get the ball. This is what I was talking about with Jordan Love making some of these. Oh, boy. And the Cowboys get the ball. There's the fumble. There's the fumble. This is what I was talking about. You take these type of risks, guess what? Cowboys now have a chance to at least make this a 1-point game, if not score a touchdown. I'm not fully sure about this Packers team, man. I'm not really sure. You picked up the first time, just go to halftime. They're in field goal range, and they have an opportunity with 3 timeouts to try to hit the end zone. There's a little time to try to go for the end zone. They could potentially take the lead before halftime. It's 13-9, 13 seconds left. Dallas has all 3 timeouts. They're at the 15-yard line. You can't say they can't at least take a shot here. They can go for the end zone here. 13 seconds left with 3 timeouts. They can even take the underneath or the middle. Dak has a chance. Let's see what happens here. Here we go. 13 seconds left, 1st and 10. Can the Cowboys take the lead here? Dak Prescott fires. Touchdown! George Pickens. Just like that, the Cowboys take the lead. Just like that, Dallas takes the lead before halftime. And the Cowboys get the ball coming out of halftime. That is why you just take the knee and go to halftime. That's why you take the knee. Packers cursed themselves with that undefeated talk last week. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't crown yourself after 2 games. But whatever. And just like that, the Packers done choked this lead away in the first half. They were up 13-2. Now they're down 16-13. Well done, Jordan Love. Maybe just take the knee and go to halftime. Is it so difficult to do that? Kick is up and it is good. The Dallas Cowboys are up 16-13. The Packers choked away a 11-point lead. They gave up what? They gave up 14 points. They gave up 14 points in the span of what? 45 seconds? Ridiculous. Too early to say that, Nicholas. Way too early to say that. You got a whole second half left to play. I literally said they're playing with fire right now. He nearly threw a pick like 2 plays prior. They're playing with fire. They're playing with fire. They should just take a knee and go to halftime. But they wanted to play with fire, and they got burnt. Congratulations. Good job, Green Bay. Well done. 9 seconds left. How about you try to go fight for a field goal now? Morons. Sometimes you just, if you have the lead, sometimes it's okay to just take the knee and go into halftime. You picked up the first down there on 3rd down, just take the knee. Everyone's always trying to force things just before halftime to get points. You're up. You're leading. Why did you feel the need to take a chance here? So dumb. Timeout Dallas. Man, get this first half end. I got something to do. All right, they take a knee, finally. At least Dallas can force turnovers. Ravens can't even do that. Let's just annoy the Ravens. The Ravens suck, okay? We don't need to keep talking about trash. Let's just focus on the Cowboys. But we officially reached halftime. The Dallas Cowboys, in a shocking fashion, are up 16-13 after being down 13-2 with the final 2 minutes left to go in this half. This is the first game the Packers are trailing at halftime this season. Now the Dallas Cowboys do get the ball coming out of halftime, so they can add to their lead. Packers are gonna have to work hard in this second half to get it together. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the second half. I'm gonna take care of some things, so I'll be back soon. Sorry, I'm just dealing with this right now. Well, y'all did it. Congratulations to the Ravens. You have completely broke your fan base and have killed every aspect of optimism. Even the most optimistic of fans are looking at this and saying, "Dog, I don't know." Like, you got Engraven out here, like, I don't know about this team, bro. I mean, I don't know if they can turn it around. I don't even know what it can looks like. He just made a video talking about how Lamar has completely given up on the Ravens. You got Gowie completely saying it's over. The team missed its championship window. Start the rebuild. Like, bro, there's no faith or optimism left at this point. You've killed all of it. You've killed it. Literally again the video from Engraven where he's saying Lamar is done with the Baltimore Ravens. It's over, dog. It's over. It is really over. You got the fan base that is on nuclear to get Harbaugh out, and it looks like, man, I ain't gonna lie, it really looks like they're just done. I don't even know what to say. This Ravens team's completely broken. The Dallas Cowboys came out here on a drive where they could have really taken control coming out of halftime, and they proceed to go 3-0. Oh, he broke out of that. Hey, yo, chill out. This is crazy. I'm gonna have to watch this a little bit afterwards. I saw the presser with him muted. That was just a technical thing. I mean, the reporters were recording him, so they heard him, but the technical thing with them was problematic. The funny thing is, I don't know if anyone's necessarily mad about the loss because most of us expected it. It's more about how the Ravens just got so battered and beaten. They were humiliated. They didn't even look like they belonged in the same field as the Chiefs, and I think that's what ultimately getting everybody. But again, this team is poorly coached. They can't do anything well, and then the offensive line can't protect. And then when Lamar doesn't play perfect, this is what you get. This is pathetic, bro. 18 years in hardball. Doesn't know how to manage the clock. Doesn't know how to use timeouts. Doesn't know how to challenge calls. Values his people over performance. Special teams group, but special teams sucks. I mean, it's perfect there. It's perfect. It's perfect, bro. It's absolutely perfect. This is a damn good point. I was always talking about. I really sat back and talked about, with our former coach and Brian Biller. But this person made another great point. I don't get why Harbaugh gets a decade-long leash after 1 week, after one ring. Bill Belichick didn't get that. Pete Carroll didn't get that. Bill Parcells didn't even get that. And he's right. All three of those coaches did not get that. But Harbaugh gets the leash after one ring. Play fake. Jordan Love checks it down here. Gets it to Jacobs. Jacobs got the speed. He picks up the first down. Moving the chains. First down, Packers. Yeah, everyone is seriously looking at this and saying you probably should just call for John Harbaugh's job at this point. First and 10. They're going to run this ball. Cowboys defense does a good job of making it stop. Oh, the teams at their lowest level. Our quarterback is hurt, potentially. Everything's gone to hell. Second and 9, pressure's coming. You check the ball down. Can he get it? He gets close. Third down coming up here. Ravens coaches need to go. Nobody's going. Nobody's going anywhere. Third down and 1. Love, take snap, deep drop back. It's a 3rd and 1. Where is the check down? But there's going to be a flag because he got pulled down. That's going to be a penalty here. Hey, Real, can you recap me on the 4 o'clock games? I finally got out of work. Okay. I'm going to be honest. I don't have much to say about the 4 o'clock games. I didn't even... we were so stuck on the Ravens. I don't know what happened with the 4 o'clock games. So let me go take a look at this together with you and then speak on this. I don't really have much to say about the 4 o'clock games. I didn't watch them. We were so stuck on Baltimore and Kansas City. I didn't see much of anything. So let's see. The 4 o'clock games were the Colts and Rams, Jaguars and Niners, Ravens and Chiefs, and Bears and Raiders. The Colts and Rams was very competitive. Daniel Jones did have a pretty good game, but the Rams late in the game, Stafford hit his receiver for an 88-yard touchdown to take the lead with 2 minutes left to go. The Rams defense holds tall, and the Rams give the Colts their first loss of the season. The Jacksonville Jaguars actually did a pretty good job. They hadn't beat the Niners in like a long... I think they haven't beaten them since the 90s. It's been a long time since they've beaten the Niners. So, especially in San Francisco. So, the Jaguars went into San Francisco, pulled off the upset. The biggest play of the game was with 2 minutes left to go, or with just over 2 minutes left to go. Brock Purdy fumbled the ball, was recovered by the Jaguars. Jaguars were able to pick up a few first downs, and they iced the game there. So Jaguars got the 26-21 victory. The Bears and Raiders was going down to the wire. Again, Geno Smith has been god-awful for the Raiders. He had 3 interceptions on the day. Geno did not play well. On the flip side, Ashton Jency had his breakout moment. He had 3 touchdowns in this game. He dominated. And they still lost because they missed a game-winning field goal. So The Rams lost. The Bears won. They go to 2-2. And last but not least, the Ravens got absolutely dominated by the Chiefs. Chiefs manhandled them for 60 minutes. Mahomes looked like 2022 Mahomes. Mahomes threw 4 touchdown passes. This is the first game that Mahomes has thrown 4 touchdown passes since October of 2023. And that's what's happened here. Ravens are 1-3. Disaster is struck. And people are calling for John Harbaugh's job for the millionth time, even though we know that's not going to happen. Did you get it? Touchdown Packers. I looked down for a second. Green Bay went down the field and scored a touchdown to regain the lead. Tucker Kraft to the end zone for the touchdown. I'm sorry. There's a lot of people hitting me up right now because of my post. Touchdown Packers. They regain the lead. 6 plays, 76 yards, 3:35 taken off the clock. And a lead retaken for the Packers. That was a much needed drive. All right. Foot out of bounds. This might be coming back. Are they going to review this? We'll have to see. Let me see. Let me see here. They're gonna take a look at this. He might be out just before he crossed the pylon. He might have touched out of bounds here, so we'll see. Yeah, he's short. He's short. Short of the pylon. This is coming back. So it's first and goal at the 1 yard line. He is short. He's down, yep, just before the pylon. First and goal at the 1 yard line. All right, first and goal here. Love in the, what the hell? Oh my God, false start. Wow. Really? They're going to call this a false start here. First and goal here for the Packers now at the 5 yard line. That changes a lot. Can they still find the end zone? Here we go. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs up the gut. He fights down to the 2 yard line. Second and goal here for the Packers. That penalty does hurt them. If they can't get in, it's going to be problematic. They got to get this off quickly. Love gets it off quickly. Here comes the run by Jacobs. He stopped at the 1 yard line. Third down and goal. Another great defensive stop for the Cowboys defense. Here we go. They're going to hand it off again. This time the defense lets Josh Jacobs go up the gut with ease. No resistance. Touchdown Green Bay. They regain the lead. Untouched for the touchdown. Green Bay regains the lead. Twenty. Excuse me. 20 to. Do I got hiccups? Oh boy, I don't want hiccups right now. 20 to 16. 7:08 left to go here in the third quarter. The Ravens are on pace to allow the most points ever in an NFL season, and they'll probably do it because they won't make any changes. This team is so lost, it's embarrassing. Yep, week 1, 41, week 2, week 3, 38, week 4, 37. 35 plus points given up in losses today. This season. That's great. That's just great. Like the 2024 Bengals all over again. We're worse than the Bengals at this point. We're worse. The Bengals weren't giving up this amount consistently. Hey, brother, just got back from the Chiefs Ravens game. Just wanted to say you guys will bounce back for sure. Hope you're having a good day otherwise. Dude, we're done. Unless significant changes are made, this is just a waste of time for a season. Nobody's interested in watching this team bounce back and make the playoffs just to lose to the Bills or Chiefs again. Nobody's interested in that. 3rd and 6, Dak puts it up! Got it! First down! He's got both feet down. First down, Cowboys. They move the chains. But yeah, nobody in Baltimore is interested, or nobody in the fan base is interested in watching this team, quote unquote, bounce back just to make the playoffs, get in the wild card round, and lose to the Bills or Chiefs. Nobody has an interest in doing that. Nobody. Unless significant changes are made, everyone would rather just have a losing season if it means John Harbaugh is going to get fired. If Zachary Orr can get fired too, that'd be even better. If you can get both Orr and Harbaugh out of here, people would be elated. People would really be elated. So again, us bouncing back isn't going to change anything. But I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the support, man. But us bouncing back means nothing if we're going to bounce back with the same head coach and the same defensive coordinator that stinks. We'll just make the playoffs and then lose to the Bills and Chiefs all over again. Everyone came into the week saying that the Ravens, majority of Ravens fans sat back and said, we're going to lose this game. And we knew we were going to lose the game, and nobody's surprised. That's why most people aren't mad. They're just calling for Harbaugh and Zachary to get fired because we knew we were going to lose. We didn't expect to get embarrassed. That's where the problem came in. Zachary was the worst defensive coordinator in Ravens history. He failed as a player, and he's failing as a coach. Hey, man, this is what it is. At this point next year, we are the tank for Archie Manning because I don't want the quitter quarterback like Lamar. Again, you feel to say whatever you want, bro. Lamar, again, if you were free to say whatever you want, bro. I could care. I got nothing for you, bro. I got nothing for you, bro. If you don't want Lamar on the team, tough. Unless that man chooses to ask for a trade and doesn't sign his contract, he's gonna be in Baltimore. You don't have to like him. He ain't going nowhere. And if you want to call Lamar a quitter, call all those starters that didn't play, call them all quitters too. Because multiple starters did not play. Call every single player that was sitting on that sideline in the second half. Call them quitters too. I'm just saying. Didn't really see Derrick Henry on the field. Some of those defensive stars weren't out there either. Every player that went out the game called them quitter too. Dak found a receiver, first down, Cowboys, and they're moving the chains. Was Orr even a good player? He was. Injuries kind of ended his career, but he was. But again, Lamar's going to be here. If you don't like him tough, he ain't going nowhere. If you don't believe in him tough, he ain't going nowhere. And if you think he's the only one that quit, you should take a look at that sideline during that fourth quarter. Go take a look at that sideline. That whole team quit on Harbaugh. If you think it's just a Lamar thing, then you are not paying attention. Multiple players were sitting down in that fourth quarter. The team looked like they quit on him. Always got space. First down. The Cowboys continue to move the football right now. Good, 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 good. Or was solid until his neck injury ended his career. Like I said, yeah, he was a good player until his injuries derailed his career. So he was a good player. I'm pretty sure he was a former All-Pro too. So I think it was a second team All-Pro if I remember. 1st and 10. Dak, deep drop back. He's got time. He's gonna float it to the end zone. Oh, Pickens nearly made a one-handed catch, incomplete. You think he lost the locker room? Well, let's say this. If that fourth quarter was an indication of the Ravens team quitting on the coaches, then yes. If you think the Ravens players that were standing on the sideline alongside Lamar Jackson, if you think they all quit on the coaches, then yes, Harbaugh's lost the locker room, for sure. That's why the AFC North needs to clean house with their coaches. Too many issues for Bengals, Ravens, and Steelers over recent years. Unfortunately, they're not going to clean house. Second 10. Dak takes it down here. Oh, Ferguson picks up the first down. Did he get it? He got it. First down. First and 10. Flag on the play here. Nice run here. Dak, touchdown! Ferguson in the end zone, touchdown, Cowboys. They regain the lead, and it's a back and forth affair here in Dallas. Would you rather Harbaugh or got first? Get Harbaugh the hell out of here first. Because the next head coach can just take over, and he can move off of the defensive coordinator. Get Harbaugh the hell out of here. How about that? But of course, they'll probably just take Zach Rior out because they're infatuated with John Harbaugh. The entire coaching staff needs to go, even Monken, since he can't figure out how to use Derrick Henry. No, that ain't happening. If only we gave McDonald the head coaching job, we would have been fine. Extra point is up and good. Dallas up 23-20. Cowgirls are due for a win versus the Packers. We're gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens. No, rookie quarterback who's always you're talking about Spencer Rattler. Saints are in such a terrible situation. Harbaugh can go winless with this team and still keep his job. They're in love with him. They will never fire him. I don't know. I've never seen any head coach have this type of leash. Never seen in my life. When's the last time we've seen Harbaugh with a clipboard, even a notepad on the sideline? You honestly, you tell me. I don't remember the last time I've seen something like that. I don't remember the last time I see anything like that. That dude does nothing. Packers get the ball back at the 30. Here goes a toss on 1st and 10. Jacobs picks up a few yards. Second out coming up here for the Packers. My foot, my throat's been sore all day. He's making Doc Rivers look decent. Yep. Someone said Chris Jones attended 2 funerals today. That is a crazy statement. Is Micah hurt? He's dealing with a back injury. So they're monitoring it. Never seen a Ravens team so dejected on the sidelines before. There's negative leadership on that team. Some are saying that the players have quit on the coaches. I don't know if that's the case, but I hope it is. All right. Next week will be Rattler's last chance, maybe. Let me see here. Do I believe OKC will repeat? It'll be tough to repeat. You keep the same. Let's see. You keep the same team, the same essential core. I think it'll be tough. I need to see what moves Denver's gonna make because Denver's the one team that you could look and say, yeah, they can beat them. I don't know. That should be intentional grounding. No one's there. But was he out of the tackle box? They gotta check that. But I think the Thunder have a really good shot to repeat. I don't think anyone in the Eastern Conference can beat this team in a 7-game series. So it comes down to the Western Conference. I think the biggest threat to them is the Denver Nuggets because Jokic, he's arguably the best player in the league and what he brings to the table and how dominant he can be and how he's able to just carry an offense. I think that plays a role. He's just so tough to deal with. I think the Thunder have a great shot to repeat. They kept the core. You add maybe add a piece or two, another defensive veteran to add for help would definitely be great. But I think the Thunder have a really good shot of repeating. It won't be easy, but they have the talent to do so. Love across the middle of the field. Second down, he got that there. Picked up about 7. Third down coming up here for the Packers. I checked the stats at work, and when I saw Henry only had 4 carries at the time, I already knew that L was coming. Most of us knew the L was coming, so it's not really a surprise. Wonder where Kawhi is going to. I have no idea. He's not leaving LA. Kawhi is not leaving LA. If the Clippers move off of him, he's going to the Lakers because Kawhi doesn't want to leave LA. Third down and 2. Big moment here. Can they get the first down? Oh my God, they got the push by the offensive line. First down, Packers. The O-line with the push. First and 10 here for the Packers. They're going to hand it off to Jacobs. Jacobs cuts it back, picks up about 3. Second down coming up here for the Packers. 12 minutes left to go in this game. It's been a back and forth affair right now. Somebody defensively has to make a stop. Jacobs breaks 3. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. And it's a back and forth affair at Jerry's World. Back and forth affair. The Packers regain the lead once again. Josh Jacobs breaks through for the touchdown. Dak, you're going to have to keep working miracles, man. 8 plays, 70 yards, 3:55 ticking off the clock. And the Packers regain the lead. Dak is going to have to work miracles right now. Kawhi should have to sit out a season. Don't know if that's going to happen. And the Warriors are a dark horse in the Western Conference. I don't know what they're doing as a team right now. They got to figure that out overall aspect. The only NBA game that I've been to was Warriors versus Clippers and Oracle during that 2017 season. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh man, Ravens fans going off on Twitter, bro. They really going off. Damn, I forgot. We won't have MB on TNT this year. Yeah, last year was the last year, man. Cowboys are gonna have to keep up, bro. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Dak gotta look at his defense and say, "Can y'all please make one stop today?" It's the second half. I need you to make one stop. The offense is getting themselves going. Can you please make one stop defense? Nice catch here by Ferguson. Second down coming up here for the Cowboys. Second and 5. You're gonna hand it off. You got a lane. Oh, good stop defensively. Rolled him up. Third down coming up here for the Cowboys. Third down and 3. This feels like 4-down territory with the way your defense has been playing. You got to get this if you're the Cowboys. Here we go. Dak takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He gets it out quickly. First down. That's a good play right there. First down, Cowboys. End around play here. Can he get some blockers? Picks up a few yards. Second down coming up here for the Cowboys. Injury timeout here for the Packers, but nope, never mind. They're gonna just stop play. I thought they were gonna call an injury timeout. They were able to get him out the field, so instead of an injury timeout, it was just gonna be a momentary stop of play here. Second down and 6. Quick throw by Dak. Got it to Tolbert. Close to a first down, but not quite there. Third down coming up here once again for the Cowboys. Dallas putting up a way better fight than I thought. Yeah, they're doing a good job, man. Third down and 2. Dak, incomplete. Pressure was there, just couldn't get it to a receiver. Fourth down here, 8:30 left to go. It feels like you got to go for this if you're the Cowboys because you can't make any stops defensively. Micah Parsons nearly got Dak Prescott. They got to go for this here. It's 8:31 left to go. You got to go for it here, man. They can't afford to get this football back to them. You have to take a risk here and go for it. They're going for this. Fourth down. Dak, step up, fires, caught! First down. George Pickens. George Pickens, first down. Gonna hand the ball off here. Second down coming up here. 7:36 left to go in this game. They double teamed Micah on that one. Man, this has been a hell of a game on Sunday Night Football. I mean, we talked about why did you get Ravens Chiefs? Good thing we didn't. Chiefs spanking the hell out of the Ravens would have been embarrassing on Sunday Night Football. Instead, we got a real game here. Dak takes a shot down the field, overshoots his receiver. He was looking for Tolbert, just missed him. Actually, he missed him by 5 yards. He overthrew him. Third down and 5 here for the Cowboys. Again, it's 4 down territory. Wow. Dak, you gotta make that one. That's one he definitely wants to have back. You had to play fake. You had him there, and you just missed him. He's open. He's open, and you just missed him. Dak just barely overthrew it. Third down and 5 here for the Cowboys. Dak in the shotgun, trying to make some adjustments here at the line of scrimmage. Here we go. Looks like they're going to send pressure. Dak. They're sending 4. Dak's got time. Oh, pressure's coming. Dak's got a roll. Dak fires. Caught. They're close, but they're short. What's the flag for? GG. Although, bro, y'all just had too many injuries and we got Worthy back. Dude, we could have been healthy. You still would have beat us. We suck. The Ravens are not a good football team right now. They don't even play like a football team. They're so divided right now. Fans are actually thinking that this team has given up on John Harbaugh. They don't play like a football team. The defense is dead last in everything. Personal foul face mask on the defense. That's a first down for the Cowboys. So I'm telling you right now, dude, you guys would have won whether we were healthy or not. This team doesn't play like a team. And as long as they don't play like a team, they're not really going to win. You can't get away. You can't survive off of your talent forever. This team stinks. They're not a good football team. They're not even a football team in general. They don't play like a football team. They're awful. We could have had everyone out there fully healthy. We still would have lost to the Chiefs today. That's how bad we are. We stink. But yeah, that was a clear face mask. Just got to be better there. Here we go. Damn, 7 penalties for 53 yards for Green Bay, and for Dallas, 9 penalties for 70 yards, excuse me. So yeah, this has been quite a penalty-filled day for both teams. They're going to look at the footage at this and say, man, what are we doing? Committing way too many penalties. Dak hands the ball off here on first down. Chemistry is key. We have zero chemistry on this team. That defense does not work as one. There's no chemistry on the defense. Every week they talk about them not executing and making plays. Every week they talk about the lack of communication. They're not a football team. They don't. They're a collective talent. They're a collective group of talented individuals that have no idea how to work as a unit. That's what the Ravens defense are. They're a collected group of talented individuals that don't know how to work as a unit. And that offensive line is as soft as tissue paper too. They stink. 2nd down and 4. Dak under center here. 6:10 left to go in this game. Here we go. They're going to hand it off here again. There's space. Here we go. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. It's 1st and goal for the Dallas Cowboys. Javonte Williams running the ball well for the Cowboys today. 1st and goal. This is a 12-play, 75-yard drive so far. They get a touchdown. They're good. You got to have that family atmosphere and to bond to really succeed and stay healthy. Yeah, we don't have none of that right now. We're riddled with injuries, and these guys don't even look like they trust each other. They don't trust each other. They don't believe in each other. And I don't think they believe in their coach. Yeah, this Packers-Cowboys game is fire. This is one of those classic Packers-Cowboys game. Here we go. 1st and goal. Dak hands it off again. Here we go. Javonte! Close. Down at the 1. 2nd and goal here for the Cowboys. All right, 2nd and goal here. Oh, a direct snap. He's got it. Touchdown Cowboys. Flag on the play. We'll see what that flag is for. Lamar's still my second favorite quarterback, so I want to see him thrive. I want to see him thrive except against us. Oh, it's against the defense. It's against the defense. Penalty decline. The Dallas Cowboys regain the lead with 4:46 left to go. Yeah, I would love to see Lamar succeed. I just don't think it's going to happen with the team he has right now. Coaching staff is just abysmal at this point, and it seems like the players are starting to give up on the coaches, and nobody seems to play as a team. They stink right now. The Ravens stink as a football team. They're awful. They're trash. They don't call you keeping it real for nothing. Yeah, I'm gonna be 100% on my team. Team stinks. You have a defense that can't tackle, a defense that can't cover, a defense that can't stop the run, a defense that can't get to the quarterback. What do? They don't do anything well. The offensive line stinks for Baltimore. The play calling is getting predictable and dry. They're not even using Derrick Henry enough. And now Lamar is taking all these hits, and he's compromised right now. We talked about it. I said this whole line was going to get Lamar compromised. Looks like we finally reached it in week 4. Good luck seeing Lamar out there next week. I don't know if he'll be out there without a hamstring injury. Extra point coming up here with 4:50 left to go. The Dallas Cowboys kick is up and it is good, and they are up by 3 with 4:50 left to go. We've got ourselves one hell of a football game here on Sunday Night Football. That spoiled comment really exposed our true culture and how Harbaugh really feels about us. It is what it is. Hey. Aye. Now we're waiting for the plays. Fist fight. Oh, they wait for the players to fist fight with each other. Feels like at some point someone's gonna lash out. It'd be fun to see that go down, I guess. Bro, I'm honestly gonna do better things with my Sundays. I can't watch this team right now. Waste of energy. Well, I won't be here next week, so it don't matter to me. Let's see. Will I be here next week? Please tell me I'm not here next week. Let's see next week's schedules. Next week's gonna be what, October 5th? Commanders, please be at home. Commanders, please be at home. Commanders are on the road. Goddamn. Oh my god, I'm not playing. They're on the road next week. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here next Sunday for the Texans game. Why? 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 I'm gonna be here next week. I bought tickets to the Vikings game. I don't know if I want to go anymore. Sell those tickets, dude. I wouldn't waste time with this team. We need someone like Marcus Peters to get in Harbaugh's face again. All that will do is cause him to lose his job in Baltimore because you cross Harbaugh, you leave. You cross Harbaugh, you're gone. It's as simple as that. You cross Harbaugh, you're gone. Like I said, this team is infatuated with him. You cross Harbaugh, you're gone. All right, pressure coming here. 3rd and 8. Oh, nice catch. Oh, Dobbs made an amazing catch. Beautiful. First down here. That was a must-needed 3rd and 8 situation, and Dobbs makes the play. Wow. That's a tough one. 3:44 left to go in this game. I took a nap for an hour, woke up, and 8 people from my favorite team got injured. Yep. Oh, I get to read this. Let me read this afterwards. Packers continue to move the football. All right, 2:53 left to go. All right. Second and 6. Play fake. Love. And they're going to put a penalty on the Cowboys for that hit. Looks like the Lions first place in the division. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, game's not over. Yeah, Packers moving the ball. And a penalty just hit. Jacobs picks up a first down. They're inside the 20. He's down to the 15-yard line, and that's gonna make it that's gonna take us to the 2-minute warning. That is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. This game has just gotten tight. 2-minute warning. Dallas up by 3. Packers in field goal range. Let's see what's gonna happen, man. Two minutes left to go. This is a really great game. I ain't gonna lie to you. Man, it's been brutal on Twitter today. I ain't gonna lie. It's been brutal on Twitter. I'm just looking at this, and a lot of people are calling for jobs right now. A lot of people calling for jobs. A lot of people coming after the players. Kyle Hamilton did apologize. That didn't do anything. That did not do anything. Two minutes left. First and 10, 15-yard line. I'm sorry, the Packers are at the Dallas 15. 2 minutes left. Here we go. A toss to Jacobs. Oh, the Cowboys defense makes a hell of a stop here. Second down coming up here for the Packers. Are they using a timeout here? I think the Cowboys just used a timeout. Oh, snap. Wait, I don't. Why are they using a timeout here? Why are the Cowboys using a timeout here? This doesn't. I mean, you're trying to get the football back with enough time, but I think it's still. They're not. I don't think they're going to run it down to the point if you're making stops. 4 red zone drives for the Packers, 4 touchdowns. Can they make it 5 tonight? Second and 13, empty backfield here for Jordan Love. Love is going to take the snap. Quick throws to the left side here. And the defense, again, makes another stop. Third down coming up here. Another timeout used by Dallas. Third down and 10. Love takes a snap. If they can make a stop here. Oh my God, touchdown! Touchdown! Oh my God. Romeo Doubs for the touchdown. The defense can't make a stop to save their lives right now. Another touchdown. 10 plays, 80 yards, 3 minutes taken off the time. And now you need a touchdown to go win this game if you're the Cowboys. Four-point game here for Green Bay. Ravens suck. We already know. We thought our defense was horrendous. Oh, it still is. Dallas gave up 34 points. We gave up 37. I mean, if this game ends right now, the Dallas defense gave up 34 points. And we gave up wide open touchdowns in that game against Kansas City. Our defense still stinks. It hasn't really changed. Also, Cowboys do have a bad defense. Yeah, but ours was depleted. Theirs ain't. Hey, man, we gave up 41 to the Bills. We gave up 41 to the Bills with our defense being healthy. We cannot sit here and pretend. We gave up 41 to the Bills. Oh my God, he's got a lane. Oh my God, he's got a lane in great field position here for the Cowboys. They got a shot to go score a touchdown on their own. They got a shot to go score a touchdown with plenty of time. Dak Prescott has 7 game-winning drives. Incomplete. Starks is trash too. He's a rookie. I mean, I don't think there's any. I don't even know how they're utilizing him. I don't think anybody on this team has any sense of direction. Ravens are going to be 1-16 or 4-13. Whatever needs to be done to get real change in Baltimore for the coaching staff, I'll take it. Whatever happens, happens. That is intentional grounding. The Cowboys got lucky. Second down and 10. 135 left to go. Dak takes a shot. It's caught. This could be the Cowboys' finest hour if they find a way to win this game. Third down and 3. 120 left to go in the game. I hope we move on from. Oh wait, they're not signing him. It don't matter. 3rd and 3. Dak, deep drop back, fires across the middle. It's caught. There goes Tolbert inside the 30. 106 left to go. At some point, you got to look at this if you're Green Bay and say, hey, we might have to call a timeout here. That we can't let them run this clock. We're under a minute right now. Here we go. Dak takes a snap. Dak looks, fires, caught. George Pickens inside the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown! Touchdown, Green Bay. Not Green Bay. Touchdown, Dallas. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take the lead. George Pickens goes into the end zone. And wow, that's crazy. The Green Bay Packers, 3 plays, 54 yards, 1 minute taken off the clock. But here's the thing. 43 seconds left. This game is far from over. 43 seconds left. The Packers still have time. The Packers have all 3 timeouts at 43 seconds left. They can get into field goal range. This game is not over yet. I repeat, this game is not over yet. The Packers still have time. We cannot pretend it's over. Touchdown, Dallas. 36-34, extra point coming up. This is huge. You got to make the extra point. Kick is up and it is good. 37-34, 43 seconds left. Green Bay has all 3 timeouts. They can go down the field, score a field goal, and tie this up. There's way too much time left. 3 timeouts, 43 seconds left. There's plenty of time for Green Bay to go get in field goal range. George Pickens, man, makes the play. This is his night. There is no CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens makes the catch and just takes it to the end zone. Best game of George Pickens' career as a Cowboy. When they needed someone to step up because there's no CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens says, I got you, Dak. This is a game of the year candidate. This is absolutely a game of the year candidate. They should have let more time run off before scoring. But it is what it is. We may get OT, bro. But it comes down to the defense, bro. We know Jordan Love. He's going to give them opportunities. If he makes a mistake, the game's over. He throws a pick, it's over. He fumbles the ball, it's over. Let's see what's going to happen here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is 37-34, Dallas advantage. 43 seconds left. Green Bay gets the ball. Can they get into field goal range here? We're going to get the return. Here we go. Oh, look at the return. He stopped at the 25-yard line. 36 seconds left. A lot of time came off the clock. A lot of time came off the clock. Jordan Love, you got to get them into field goal range to send this to OT. Jordan Love has to get them into field goal range to send this to OT. Can Jordan Love do this? Here we go. Dak Prescott's played the game of his life. Jordan Love's been playing great today as well. Can the defense of the Cowboys deliver a win? Can the Packers take this to OT? 35 seconds left. Here we go. 3 timeouts for Green Bay. They don't have to rush. They just need to get in the field goal range. 1st down and 10 here. A single mistake ends this game. We're going to see what happens here. Love in the shotgun here. He's going to take the snap. Here we go. Love checks it down to Josh Jacobs. Here goes Jacobs. Jacobs inside the 40, getting up to near midfield. 1st down, Packers. Packers moving the chains. They're getting closer to field goal range. If they can line this field goal up, they'll be fine. 23-yard gain on 1st down. 28 seconds left. Here we go. Love. Pressure's coming. Love dodges the pressure. Incomplete pass here. 2nd down and 10 coming up here for the, what's it called? For the Packers. 2nd down and 10. Packers just need to pick up a good 10 to 15 yards. They'll be fine. They can send this into OT. They're at the Dallas 49-yard line. 2nd and 10. 22 seconds left here. You can target the middle of the field. Love. Fires. Caught. They're in a good position now for a field goal attempt. Third down and 1, 17 seconds left. Obviously, you want to get closer if you are the Packers. You got to go pick this first down up. 17 seconds left. You got to get closer. This isn't enough. They may look to hand this to Jacobs. You know how physical he is as a back. You got to go pick this first down up. You've got all 3 timeouts. Hand it to Jacobs for the first down. Jacobs, he picks up the first down. I think he got it. I think they say, no, he's got it for the first down. He's got it for the first down. First down, Packers, and they're going to call timeout. First down, Green Bay, timeout. 12 seconds left. They got the first down, 12 seconds left. They just need to get into range here. First down and 10 here for the Green Bay Packers. 12 seconds left to go in this game. Timeout, Dallas. First and 10, 12 seconds left here. They're going to take the snap. They're going to hand it off. They're going to pick up a few more yards. Timeout, 8 seconds left. I think I'm going to run it one more time. Run the ball one more time, pick up a few more yards, and then kick the field goal. You're free to do that. You got one more timeout left. You can try to get a few more yards with Josh Jacobs. Kick this field goal, and let's see what happens. Second down and 6, 9 seconds left here. They're throwing this. They're just throwing it out of play. So they're going to kick this field goal. This is for the game. If he makes this field goal, we're going to overtime. If he misses it, the Dallas Cowboys pull off a huge upset in the game everybody thought they would lose. If it's blocked, it don't matter. He's got to make this field goal to send this to OT. So the blocking has to be pristine. Special teams has been on fire. The amount of blocked field goals and blocked punts we've seen so far, we had a blocked extra point here. If Green Bay's not careful and this gets blocked, they're going to regret it. So they have to be careful with the kicking situation here. 53-yard field goal here. This has to go off clean for the tie. 53-yard field goal. The kick is up. It's as straight as an arrow. We're going to overtime. We are going into overtime here on Sunday Night Football. That is the end of regulation. Game of the week, game of the year type energy. We're going to overtime in Dallas. Okay, so the Packers won the toss and elected to kick off. Okay. Here comes OT, bro. Both teams will have an opportunity to possess the football, so we'll see what happens. If you're Dak, you know you got to go score a touchdown to make sure you guys have a chance. I'm not fully sure I agree with the decision to, you know, kick it off, but I guess you trust in your defense? I don't know. I'm not really trusting this defense for the most part. The Packers aren't impressing me. This defense doesn't look good. This defense has not done a good job for the Packers. They got to do a better job here. And that's going to be a hold. That's coming back. I was not expecting to be here at this point. I thought we weren't going to get OT, but here we are. Yep. First and 10 here in overtime. Williams runs and picks up the first down. This Packers defense has not done a good job in stopping anything in the second half. Packers D was marvelous through the first 2 weeks, and these last two, they have come back to earth. Yeah, their defense has not looked great. Again, Dallas has weapons, and they can be explosive, but they're not supposed to look this bad. I'm not going to lie to you. They're not supposed to look this bad. At all. They're not supposed to look this bad. First down and 10 here for the Cowboys. Dak fires, is caught by Pickens. Pickens is going to pick up 5 yards. He's going to get stopped right there. It's over for Green Bay. I'm sure it is. Second and 6. They're handing the ball off here. Good stop by the Packers defense here. Third down coming up here. Crucial third down. You can't get the ball back to the Packers, man. Here we go. This is your biggest play of the game for the Cowboys. They have to get this first down here. Third down and 4. Time is winding down. They've got to get this snap off. Here we go. Dak takes a snap. Pressure's coming. He stands up. He fires downfield. It's caught. George Pickens, first down. Inside Packers territory. Dak Prescott is having his finest hour today. Say what you want about Dak, bro. He is balling out today. I don't even have the numbers. Do both teams not possess the ball in OT? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do possess the ball. I think both teams do get an opportunity offensively. Or maybe it's just a playoff thing. I'm pretty sure both teams get an opportunity in overtime. George Pickens, 8 receptions, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, the guy is having this breakout moment with the Cowboys. Play fake here. Dak rolls. He's going to check it down to Ferguson. Ferguson's going to pick up a few yards. Second out coming up here for the Cowboys. Dak MVP if they win. MVP race is going to go everywhere, I guess. Second down and 7 here. 6:45 left to go here in overtime. Dak takes a snap. Dak's looking. He's going to step up. Pressure's coming. He's got to get rid of it. Dak's going deep. Caught. He got it. Tolbert inside the 10. It's first and goal, Dallas. The Cowboys are making all of the plays. Oh my God, what a catch. He's in. Oh, that is elite footwork. That is elite footwork. Dak Prescott's finest hour, and these receivers are making the plays. He's in. That is the best throw Dak has thrown in like 5 years, man. First and goal. Timeout here for Dallas. They got to slow things down here a bit. Oh my God, Dak Prescott. Let me take a look at the numbers, bro. Dak Prescott today. This is sensational. This is sensational. Dak Prescott today, 31 of 39, 3 touchdowns, 31 of 39, 319 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Jordan Love, 25 of 34, 302, 3 touchdowns, no picks. I mean, this is a quarterback battle. This is the game of the year. This is the game of the year. How comes the Ravens can't do this type of crap? They can offensively, but their defense sucks, and neither team's playing well defensively. Oh my God, this is the play of the. I'm sorry, this is the game of the year. This is the game of the year, bro. This is the game of the year. Dak's having his finest hour tonight. First and goal. You hand the ball off here. Packers defense makes a stop. Second down coming up here. 6 minutes left to go in this game. The Cowboys are clean. They're just ringing this clock down. If they score, if you're Green Bay, you have to go for 2 to win. Otherwise, you're taking the tie, and I don't know how the tie is gonna look on your overall record for the year. Second and goal here. Dak fakes the handoff. He's looking. He's looking. He's gonna take off. Dak. He gets dropped. He's down by contact at the 4-yard line. Third and goal. Third down and goal. Guess who got Dak Prescott down? It's Micah Parsons. Third down and goal. First sack of the game here for Micah Parsons, and they need it in this moment. Third and goal. Gotta make a stop here. Can they get in the end zone? Dak looking, firing. He just throws it out of bounds. Nothing's open. He just makes sure they don't turn the ball over. So they're going to have to kick a field goal, which means the Packers, if you go score a touchdown, you got a chance. Packers lost? Not yet, bro. They kick a field goal here. Now the Packers have a chance to go win this game. Defense makes a stop. Literally, literally, Micah Parsons makes a game-saving touchdown stop right there. So they kick the field goal here with 4:42 left. The Green Bay Packers have plenty of time to go down the field, score a touchdown, and win this game in overtime. The kick is up, and it is good. 40-7, Dallas has the advantage. Green Bay, with 4:40 left to go in this game, they have the ball. They have a chance to go win. You go score a touchdown if you're Green Bay, the game is over, you win. So a touchdown is all the Packers need to win. If the Packers get stopped, game over. If they score a touchdown, they win. They can't settle for 3. They cannot settle for 3. What's wrong with the Ravens? I saw the score earlier, but didn't catch the game. We suck. That's what's wrong with them. We suck. We stink. We're terrible. And everybody's hurt now. So that's what's wrong with them. That's just your cliff notes. The team sucks. Everybody's hurt now. All right, 4:40 left to go. The Green Bay Packers can win this game in overtime. Green Bay has to go 80 yards to win this game in 4:40. They can do it. They have the capability. First and 10 here. A touchdown wins the game for the Packers. First and 10. Love is going to get in the pistol here. Quick throw to Wicks. And he's going to get stopped right there. Second down coming up here for the Packers. Second down and 6. Here we go. Fake the handoff. What's the... Oh, ineligible man downfield. Which he's going to. Incomplete pass here. Third down and 6 here for the Packers. It's 4-down territory. Why did he pull it down? He should have just handed it to Jacobs. Whatever. Anyway, third down here for the Green Bay Packers. 3rd and 6. They got to pick up this first down. And now Dallas is going to call a timeout. 3:57 left to go. Damn, I had the Ravens for the bowl this year, too. They're not going to the bowl. Not even close. Also, if they tie, Washington got life. Of you, the Lions, you hoping for a tie, potentially. Third down and 6 here. Here we go. He takes a snap. He's throwing it down the field. He's looking for Wicks. Wicks doesn't make the catch. Where's the flag? No flag on the play. Incomplete. 4th down and 6. Wow. This is the game right here. That is pass interference. That is pass interference, dude. That is clear pass interference. And they don't call it. Wicks nearly made an amazing catch, by the way. Well, here we go. This is the game. 4th down and 6. Here we go for the game. Timeout, Green Bay. They want to take one more look to see if they can pick this up. Can't take the timeouts with you. You got to get the play right. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game. 4th down and 6. You've got to pick up a first down here. If they don't convert, the game is over. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 4th and 6. Game on the line. Love takes a snap. Love fires. Caught! First down, Packers. They stay alive. First and 10 for the Green Bay Packers. 3:40 left to go in this game. Love doesn't blink. Fires over the middle. It's caught. Oh, my goodness. First and 10, 3:25 left to go in this game. Here we go. First down and 10. They're going to hand it off here. Nice run. Wilson gets a nice run here. Second down coming up here for the Green Bay Packers. Dak Prescott just watching, hoping his defense makes a play. Josh Jacobs on the sideline right now getting a breather. We're under 3 minutes. This is a methodical drive. A touchdown wins the game for the Packers. First down, Packers. They're inside Cowboys territory. And here we go, guys. Heading into the 2-minute warning. Wilson is running the hell out of the ball right now, and he's doing good. And we're going to take this to the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes left to go here. The Packers need a touchdown to win the game. Two-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. 2-minute warning. Packers need a touchdown to win. Two minutes left in this game, guys. Oh boy, the anticipation is high, ladies and gentlemen. The anticipation is high. How is this going to go down? First and 10 for Green Bay. They got it to Wicks. Wicks picks up the first down. First down, Packers. First and 10 here. This is for the game. If they can get in the end zone, they're going to win this. Love fires across the middle. It is caught. Again, they can take all the time in the world they need. They got to go slow. 107 left. They're just taking all the time. This one went to Dobbs. Here we go. Wilson inside the 15. 45 seconds left. They're winding this clock down. They're taking their time. They got a minute left. I think you got to hurry because you know you need a timeout. If you waste too much time, this ends in a tie. They're a bit too nonchalant here. They got to get set. You need a touchdown. Here we go. Love fires. Timeout. 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 You got to call a timeout here. It was a great read by Diggs. Diggs makes a great stop there. Here we go. Final timeout used. 28 seconds left here. It comes down to this. If they kick a field goal, we're ending in a tie, which is better than a loss, but it's not really a win. Look at Jerry Jones. He's nervous. There's no way they're going to lose to the Packers again. This is the game of the year. This is why I still watch football. Because of this. What's going on, Brandon? This is why I watch football. The anticipation. This has nothing to do with my team. But this is an anticipating moment here. The Cowboys can get a defining win against the Packers, or the Packers crush their heart again. Here comes Love. Pressure's coming. He checks it down. He gets stopped again. One more stop, and it's over. One more stop. One more defensive stop. They got to settle for 3 and take the tie. 13 seconds left. They're going for it all. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. This is for the game. 5, 4, 3, 2, and complete! 1 second left! You gotta kick the field goal! You gotta kick the field goal to take the tie! 1 second left, you gotta take the tie! Do you go for the win or take the tie here? They took way too much time, bro. Took way too much time. They could have wasted time and that would have been the game. They're going to take a tie. You got no choice. You got to take the tie here. 34-yard field goes up and good, and we have our first tie of the season. Green Bay and Dallas will tie at 40 apiece. The game ends here at 2-1-1. The Dallas Cowboys are 1-2-1. The Green Bay Packers are 2-1-1. What a hell of a matchup, bro. This is crazy. This is a nasty way. A tie is the nasty way for things to end. They really ended in a tie. They had plenty of time and just wasted it. They kept wasting so much time. Why are they wasting time? They were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. Because they were so afraid they were going to find a way to screw this up. They were so afraid that they were going to find a way to screw this up. That's why we watch football, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we watch this game. What a game and what a Sunday. Commanders got beat, Ravens got humiliated, and the Packers and Cowboys tie. Welcome to the NFL season. It's week 4 and chaos has already ensued. With that being said, guys, it's late. I want to go to sleep, bro. This has been the trifecta. I streamed the Commanders and Falcons, followed by the Ravens and Chiefs, followed by the Cowboys and Packers. I want to go to sleep. Guys, I will see you tomorrow. You all know we will be doing our therapy session. Tomorrow is the week 4 therapy session. Tune in tomorrow to the stream when we do the week 4 therapy session. But I got to go get some sleep, guys. So it's been a long night. It's been a long day. It's been a long everything, bro. 3 straight games of streaming. That's nearly 12 hours of streaming. You know I'm not like that with streaming, but I've been here since 1 p.m. It's 12:12 a.m. I am going to call it a night. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow for the week 4 therapy session. Hopefully we get some crazy news, but who knows what's going to happen. I don't think the Ravens are going to make any changes, but who knows. With that being said, guys, everyone, take care. Stay safe. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Be sure to stay safe, guys,